Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I think time is running out, so I try to be working as fast as possible. Okay, so my topic. Okay, so we will talking about the ASEAN. This is the cover of the content. So this I would like to draw attention on this. Actually, our ASEAN country overall 2023 GDP growth average is about 4.5. Last year we had 4.8. So actually, overall GDP growth is quite promising from the last year. So the next slide is I would like to draw your attention is out of that the FDI for the year that you see 2023 FDI 229.8 billions. But I would like to draw attention that the numbers that you see that actually the biggest out of 229, 159 B actually go to Singapore. Okay, so the rest you don't see that just spread around on that numbers. So look at the FDI, actually US still the biggest investment to ASEAN country. And number two, you can see that is 25.4 Europe. Number three is ASEAN itself. Then number four, you go to the China and also Japan. So there is the FDI investment. Total, our trade is about 3.5 trillion total trade. Okay, so we are knowing that the current situation, nobody can tell what is going on and what is next. So you can see we do not know current situations of what is happening, especially. But nobody want to let go the opportunity and business there. By 2050, the prediction showing that China still stay very competitive, and also look at the US and China. We still need the market to on these two. On top of that, we are also looking for India's coming up as well. Right. So we know that this is not new good. It's not a new still. Everybody know that the tariffs coming up, and we see that the number for ASEAN country, everyone is different. So you see the numbers that Singapore 10 and the rest come to the 40. So that is the challenges among the ASEAN country, the collaborations, how we are facing this, and also how we overcome the challenges. Okay, this slide actually I will focus on more to the semiconductor industry, the biggest export for the Malaysia, and also one of the biggest export for the ASEAN country. So now what we are trying to see that is not all the ASEAN 10 countries involved in semiconductors, but what we have was about 5 or 6 countries is one of the major. So there is a initiative that how we want to mold semiconductors, ASEAN can become a semiconductor hub. If you look at this, the number really telling you that, okay, this is all most of the public listed company along there. From the R&D, you can see very clearly, R&D more likely land at Singapore. A lot of the investment coming up on there, landed there. Because why? Singapore have a 2 university, which is ranked around top 30 and top 50 in the world. So you look at that, then after that you see IC design. Yes, there are a number of IC design company available in Singapore, but that's multinational. But the local Singaporean local companies are not many. Compared to Malaysia, we have a few companies that more prominent. Then from the wafer fabrication, and that's all, right? So I move on. Okay, so what we are trying to explain to you is like IoT on that. So China have gone through IoT and IoT plus. What it means that the era that they call IoT plus payment, they initiated Alipay and they have the WeChat Pay, and come to Malaysia, we have Touch and Go. We have others. So we have the second wave that you hear how IoT plus retail. It had changed the landscape, how this landscape. So we have Lazada, we have Shopee today. Next, you have IoT and all that. You have the Didi in China and we have Grab in Malaysia. Then you look at the food industry. They have someone in the Meituan, Ele.me. After that, you come there, you have a Food Panda. So that is the first wave of the transformation using the IoT or plus IoT plus. So now we are looking at the second, the topic that I want to discuss is a word called intelligent explosion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is intelligent explosion. This published this paper by 2 expert professors in March 2025. What do they mean by these intelligent explosions? So intelligent approach, the definition is there, you can read. Actually, in short, it's telling you that one mathematician, this professor called I.R. Good, the British mathematician, is one day telling us that, okay, what happened to a day when mankind invent the best or called super intelligent machine or ultra intelligent machine. That is the last machine that mankind can create or invent. After that, no more. The machine will create next generation machine that day onward. That means mankind, that is the last. So internet exploration, that where is this exploration point? When did it started? Some the scholar or some researchers say maybe at 2050. Some will say no, maybe at 2100 years. That is the 12100 and onwards. But the argument here is not talking about this. We are talking about the turning point. People start looking at that. When human create the last ultra intelligent machine, that point onward, what is going to happen? So what I'm trying to say there is that someone in 2008, they try to emulate the brain, the whole brain, they take it out, they do a simulation on that. They know the neuron brain nerve only can transfer, the speed is about 120 meters per second. But you go take out using electron, you transfer something like speed of light, about 300 meters per second. So that is one of the reason. So lately, you see the title, they say, are we ready? Preparing for the intelligent explosion. That means that that's how you mentioned about humanity, you're talking about the integrity. Many areas that I think a lot numbers of the speakers have touched. So this is the one that you see what happened. You can download this online, I think it's available. You can see and you can read about 60 over pages. But I think it's quite meaningful how we need to prepare ourselves moving towards when you go for the intelligent explosion. Okay, so we believe that human capabilities, the growth for the AI, it may not be that fast. So if you convert it to the AI that you are using, that is about 4 times, it will be 100 times faster. So in short, that intelligent approach is telling us that what will going to happen, okay, I try to skip this. What are going to happen is, this is the invention for the last 100 years, the last century. What will happen is in next 10 years, they are potentially the 10 years, 100 years stuff will make it happen in 10 years. Okay? So what I'm trying to say that is, you see that? So from 2025, from next year onward until 2035, there will be the major changes because with the AI plus is coming in. What they're trying to say that is China is putting there very clearly what is next for the AI plus. What is the thing that they put it there? AI plus in deployment together with the science and technology. AI plus with industry development, consumption quality, people livelihood, government, and also global cooperation. So this one is telling you clearly that China is putting there a time frame and they know what is going to do. Number one, they kickstart this year and they put there more than 70% of the adoptions that you're going to do. And also by 2030, they put 90%. A lot of the new AI application will be put in there. So for the Malaysia semiconductor industry, what are we going to do from all this? Okay, what is the direction that we are going to move on? So in short, I think all these item 4 of them, you can see that the semiconductor industry, this is what really have in the whole ecosystem value change in the semiconductor in China. You see ASEAN country, we already have someone in Singapore where the strength and some of the country that we have, I just put some, but not all, but it reflect that ASEAN country have some strength here and there. But in order for us to move forward and corroborate how we want to do the matching in terms of the collaboration, that's how we already mentioned, there is no competition is needed, but we need more collaboration between ASEAN and China. This is some of the way that we look at that, how we work together and make together. Okay, from there, I try to make it fast, okay. So AI plus, that, I mean the idea more by China, that is looking at what are they going to do with this. So from there, let's say you are the semiconductor industry player in Malaysia. What is a very clear cut here is when they're going to do AI plus, what is needed? Number one, data. Okay, you need a lot of data. AI need data. Without data, you don't have AI. So how to collect data? You need someone to design the sensor. So semiconductor, you need some engineer design the sensor to collect data. Okay, just now you mentioned, you see that the AOI, the CCTV, oh, everything is the thing that sensor is needed. Number one. Number two, you need computing power. Means that you need CPU, you need GPU. So there is another area our engineer need to prepare, semiconductor industry had to prepare. You need a CPU, GPU designer on that. That's how Dr. KS also mentioned. You need memory to keep the data. You need HBM, you need DRAM, etc. There is another area that Malaysia and also ASEAN country can work on this area. Okay. On top of that, you need to put the thing in the data center. So the data center need what? Energy. So that's why you see that China is looking very seriously on the new energy to put in there. The new energy, sustainable energy is there. Okay. After that, I think the other one will be the talents. Okay. The talent is another point that we need to work together. So what do I mean that is mankind means that with the AI, human brain still needed or not? Human brain still needed or not? Okay. So one thing God had created, human is much better than the robot is, even you have AI, robot need to learn whatever that we put in, then they only can make decision. But what God has given human is, without previous historical data or learning, human had the ability to do analysis, and also after that we can do the intelligence. So humans still needed, brain is still needed, but how we work on that AI, we can see very clearly. Okay, so for semiconductor industry in Southeast Asia or South ASEAN, it's very important. We still need to work how we collaborate with this. So with that, I think we look forward for the next 10 years, how we work together with China and other countries as well, because we proclaim that we stay neutral, either United States or China. It's okay, but we need to build the technology up for the good of the mankind. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. David.